Have you ever wondered what you could do with music, even if you didn't like to sing or play an instrument? Well, there's lots of jobs in music, and so I have a story I want to share with you today called Jobs If You Like Music by Charlotte Gillian. Why does music matter? Do you play a musical instrument or enjoy singing? Or maybe you just love listening to music. Music is all around us, every day, on the radio, on television, and on the internet. Music is an important part of many people's lives. People play amazing music in all kinds of places. We listen to music to relax, to dance, to make us happy. It's fun to play and sing with other people and entertain an audience. There are many different jobs that involve music in all sorts of ways. Read on to find out more. Be a music therapist. Does music sometimes change the way you feel? If you were a music therapist, you would use music to help people to feel better. You might cheer people up by helping them play instruments or sing together. Many music therapists work with disabled children. Music therapists can use music to make people happier. Music therapists need to know how to play musical instruments very well. They also need to be good at talking and listening to people. They enjoy helping people have fun by making music. Be a sound engineer. If you like working with gadgets and equipment, then maybe you could be a sound engineer. Sound engineers work in recording studios, using equipment to record music and other sounds for radio, film, television, and websites, and even video games. Sound engineers learn to use lots of special equipment. Sound engineers need to know about different types of music. They need to be able to hear very well and have a good sense of rhythm. They work with different people all the time. Sound engineers help musicians make the best sound as they play. Be a composer. If you like making up your own music and songs, then you could be a composer. Composers can write music for orchestras, rock bands. Some composers write music for advertisements or computer games. Many composers include lots of different instruments in their music. Composers are usually very good musicians and enjoy playing music. Sometimes they use computers to help them write new music. It can take a long time to write new music. Composers experiment with different sounds as they write new music. Be a musical agent. If you were a musical agent, you would listen to lots of different singers and musicians. You might find them on the internet. You would find the best performers and help them to get work. You might help someone become a star. All sorts of musicians work with musical agents. Singers and musicians need agents to help them make the right choices. Musical agents need to be able to spot the best performers. They help their clients by organizing their work. They help singers and musicians decide where to work and what songs to perform. Be a professional musician. If you are very good at playing an instrument or singing, then maybe you could be a professional musician. You might play in live concerts with an orchestra. You might make recordings for people to listen to on radio, television, or to download. Only the best musicians can play in professional orchestras. Professional musicians spend a lot of time learning and practicing new pieces of music. They need to take good care of their instrument or their voice. They work in new places and with different people all the time. Many professional musicians work in theaters. Be a performing artist. If you are a performing artist, you would work hard recording and performing songs. You might write your own songs or play songs your manager chooses. Often bands and singers are only popular for a short time. Some performing artists get to make music for huge crowds of people. Some musicians enjoy working with many different people. Session musicians play with different bands when they need extra musicians. They can work with lots of great bands and singers. They're usually very talented musicians who can play many different types of music. Be a DJ. If you were a DJ, you might play music and talk on the radio. Other DJs play music for people to dance in clubs. You would need to know a lot about music and choose the best songs for people to listen to. Radio DJs work in a studio with lots of equipment. DJs need to know how to use lots of different equipment. Sometimes they make their own sounds and add effects to the music. They need to have plenty of energy and a good sense of timing. DJ is short for disc jockey. Be a promotions manager. Are you good at talking to people? Maybe you could be a promotions manager. It would be your job to tell people about a band or orchestra's music and concerts. You would talk to journalists about the musicians. Promotion managers make sure everyone knows about a new song or concert. It's important for bands to be on television to tell people what they're doing. Promotion managers sometimes work for a record company. They might arrange photo shoots for a singer or band. They try to get their musician on television and in newspapers. Be Backstage Crew. If you like traveling and listening to live music, then you could be part of a band's backstage crew. You would help set up concerts and other events. You might set up musical instruments or organize the sound or lighting equipment for a concert. The backstage crew who set up the stage are called roadies. The backstage crew have to pack the equipment away very carefully after a show. It's hard work with lots of late nights and traveling, but the crews see lots of live bands playing around the world. The backstage crew makes sure everything is working properly during a show. Be a music producer. If you were a music producer, your job would be to arrange the recording of a band's songs. You might help a new band record a demo so that they can sell a song to a record company. Music producers talk to a band about how to make their music sound better. Music producers often choose the sound engineers in studio for a recording. They might suggest changes to the music or lyrics of a song. They help choose which songs to include on a band's new album. Music producers help a band make the finished songs that we hear. Choosing the right job for you. When you decide what you want to do when you grow up, don't just think about school subjects. Think about what you enjoy doing. If you don't want to work late at night, then you wouldn't like being a backstage crew. If you're very good at playing music or singing, you might be able to perform. It isn't easy. And very few people do this for a living. But there are many other interesting jobs. There should be something that suits everyone. 5 things you couldn't do without music. You couldn't dance. You could not go to concerts. You wouldn't be able to enjoy films or movies. You wouldn't be able to learn or play an instrument. You wouldn't be able to sing. Here are some skills that you need for each job. Which job interests you? Which job do you want to learn more about?